Y'all. What's up, everybody? It is a Friday afternoon while we're recording this. It is the VGB's podcast episode 110. I am one of your hosts, John Warren. With me are my two forever co-hosts, Niki Grayson and Lotus.
Woo 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 woo.
How are y'all?
I made curry fries for lunch and ate them too fast, and now I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy, huh? Because you ate curry fries too fast. So they're fries just with a curry sauce. Is that all
I
it
made
is?
French fries, and then the Japanese curry cubes.
Yeah.
I made that, and then I put the curry on top of the French fries.
Okay.
And then I put mozzarella cheese on top of that.
Okay.
And then I ate it with my mouth. What part of that was unclear to you?
No, I didn't know if you had. I don't know.
Okay.
All of
No
it,
one's
I
quite sure.
guess. All of it
Yeah,
wasn't
okay.
clear.
That's
I don't know how. It
Yeah.
was because when you explained it, I was like, "Yep, that's Niki making curry fries."
Yeah. So
Yeah. I'm just in interview mode.
Sure.
You say something,
Just asking
tell me
questions.
more. You go,
Yeah.
hey, I did the most self-explanatory thing in the world. Yeah, go ahead and unwrap that for me, please.
Yeah, I
Thank
drank
you.
some water.
Now, when you said you made French fries,
They
you
put
didn't
them in
cut-
the air fryer.
Yeah, because they were frozen. They're
Yeah.
Ida.
Yeah. I prefer the... I'm realizing that actually for this application, I would prefer a thicker fry, but I do not want a steak fry. But the fry that the bag in my Freemer is the fast food extra crispy, which is a good
but
variant when making
you needed like a
hamburguesa.
thicker, but you needed like a thicker, maybe crinkle cut kind of thing.
Perhaps, yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Crinkle cut on curry would go pretty crazy.
Yes,
That'd be
yes.
pretty good.
But I'm not going to go buy another bag of because that
No,
one's mostly. So
clearly
you
you're not
understand.
going to
You
do
understand.
that. I do understand. Yeah, I do understand. Lotus, what did you make for lunch that I can ask questions about that I don't need to?
Watermelon aguas fresca with lobster.
With lobster?
With
Yeah.
lobster.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Now,
the main. It's called the main treat. It's
Yes.
watermelon
They
agua
love it up
fresca
in Maine.
with lobster. Yeah, they love it.
No, the
can I get
reason for the cup
Hey, can I
is
get a
that-
main treat, please?
Can I get that main
Yummy.
treat with my lobster roll? No, the reason for the cup is that my dad is prototypical dad in pretty much every way. And so he
He's a
has
lobster.
dozens of this kind of cup, novelty cup,
yeah.
Tervis with patch inside, and he gave
Yeah.
me some of them when I moved.
Hell yeah, that's nice.
That's great.
Do they match?
All the cups?
Yeah. I mean, I know the answer. Yep. Okay.
U.S.
so
wait,
much.
the U.S. women's.
I think it's a women's US Open Cup.
Pebble Beach.
He
Got
he
it.
always gets these because my dad likes golf, and so he always wants like matching souvenirs. But that's a dad fridge, so there's no more space for magnets.
No.
And they always sell out of like the safari hats that you wear when you're outside. So
Yeah.
he would
Can't
want
wait
one
till
for
October
every
those.
year, but they sell out. So he got onto cups a few years
That's
ago,
great.
and now he just has
That's good.
dozens of
It's
these.
just Starbucks
Yeah.
mugs for men.
Oh yeah.
They are Starbucks. Yeah, that's what that is. That's exactly right, Nikki. That's exactly what that is. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of-
Oh, go ahead, please.
Speaking of cups, is yours further or closer away than my thing, based on that? John, is the thing that you were going to say closer to this topic
to
or
cups?
further away from cups?
It's, you know what? Lotus covered golf and cups, and mine
Yeah,
is golf, and
is
yours is
golf.
cups.
Mine is cups. So we'll
yeah,
go.
At the same time.
We'll go
yeah.
cups, and then I'll see if I can, for sure. And we'll go cups next, and then I'll see if I can get you back to
to golf. Okay, great.
And scene.
Try it. And scene. Go.
Okay, so I got a new Owala because I left mine, which is water bottle for girls, and it's good, huh? I got
the
a new
story?
one. Yeah.
The story's great. No,
what
it's
color
good.
is it?
Realizing,
Like so I've just been in the bones of our YouTube channel, and everyone's like, what's the on ramp to get us to kind of keep going to that 35, 40-minute, 45-minute listing mark? And everyone's like, we gotta know about the girl cups.
So I got the new cup because I left my old cup at
Yep.
at the movie theater when I went to go see I Love Boosters, and then I quickly identified that that's where I left it. And then I just couldn't be fucked to drive over to Glendale to go get it until the next motion
so
picture.
Spency.
Yeah, I know. Until the next motion picture that I saw, which was Toy Story, which was a calendar month later. So they, of course, after I watched the movie, in between there, I called the AMC, or I emailed the AMC, and then the AMC called me back and were like, yeah, we absolutely do have it. So just make sure you come down. And I was like, bet, I will come. Never came. It's gone now. So I acquired a new one, much to my own chagrin. And the last one I bought on the computer, but this one I purchased out of the store. So I did sit on the floor of the Target mixing and matching the lids to cups because I wasn't particularly plussed by any of the combinations that the fine folks over at Owala had at the store.
They get a little funny. Because you got the lid that like it snaps closed and it has the straw on the inside, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Yep.
Okay. Just because they have like a version with straws, and those are usually solid color, but these ones they like to get a little funny. Okay,
there it is.
that's more matchy though.
Niki, I have that exact water bottle.
Great.
Not the colorway, but the exact one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
This is the Free Sip Sway 40 ounce. I like it because it fits in my cup holder in my car.
Yes.
And my old water bottle didn't do that. It also was entirely wide mouth, and I have the fine motor skills of a 7-year-old. So, like, drinking water out of it was not consistent.
7 years is when the fine motor skills are gross.
Yeah. That's good, Lotus. That's really good.
That was good, Lotus. Thanks.
And now I have this one, and to me, and here's the through line, and they're going to give us a podcast award.
Yeah.
This screams
our streamy.
Yeah, we're gonna get our fucking streamy. iHeartRadio is gonna come smacking on the door, saying we gotta give them Best Games podcast.
That's true.
This gives golf course vibes to me. There's a sandiness, a bunker sandiness. There's a green for grass, and then you've got your blue for water. It is giving golf to me in a way that I'm.
It is giving golf. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. When I.
Yeah.
This is going to be worse than the Girl Cups.
Yeah. Huh. It's our first
My
one.
dad wanted to go to Hawaii for his 40th birthday.
Okay.
So we went. And how old is my dad?
When was this? Yeah. I would love a.
This was when he was 40, I was he's 74.
Like 35.
Now. He's 74 now, so 33. So when he was 40, I was 7.
Oh, I was close.
Okay.
John's dad didn't have him when he was 5.
No, that would be nuts. That would be so crazy.
Yeah, I guess that.
He wanted to go to Hawaii, and we went to Hawaii. We rode a helicopter down close to a volcano. Could feel the heat of the lava up through the thing. My mom said, "I'll never get on a helicopter again." I have also never gotten on a helicopter since then. It will not since Kobe Bean Bryant passed away in 2020. I just won't do it. So I'm not going to do it. So, but we did that. But also, when we were there, my dad has a propensity to do this thing where by the way, we went on a road trip through the Southeast one time, and we passed by a sod farm, and he announced to the rest of us, sincerely, hey, I just want to let y'all know they're actually growing grass out there to a field. And of course, we never, ever have let him forget that he said, that he pointed to a field and said, hey, they're growing grass out there. Even though we know perfectly well he was just pointing out a real weird thing that is not that normal. We go, well, but anyway, this goes back to, he was golfing at Kapalua Bay, and there's a pineapple with butterfly wings as its logo. And he just pointed at it one day, and he goes, sorry, he goes, that symbol is known around the world. And my mom and I have never let him forget that. Ever. Whenever we see a butterfly or a pineapple, doesn't matter. We will go, oh, that's the symbol known around the world. And we've never let him forget it.
That's
now,
really good.
Is he a good sport about it? I don't know. Once every few times he's a good sport
I would
about
assume
it.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, but no,
That's good.
Not normal.
Good for you.
Anyway, good for Bill. Happy birthday. Happy belated, Bill.
Happy belated.
Happy Bill Day.
Happy Bill Day. Are we done? I'm dreading getting into this shit.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh.
Dreading it. Ugh!
So we'll get to it because I think it's one of the most recent Hive questions. But someone was like, "Really glad y'all got that no bummers out the way, huh?"
Fuck off.
Fuck.
Really glad you got the no bummers in under the wire, huh?
Shut up.
Ugh.
Bring it back.
All right.
Bring back no bummers.
Yeah.
All right. Please, for the love of God, go to nogamesforgenocide.com. You can learn more about Microsoft and Xbox's complicit behavior in the ongoing genocide and atrocities in Gaza. Go to No Games for Genocide. You can sign the pledge now at different tiers. We've all signed it, and so can you. Because we're going to be talking about Xbox for the next, I don't know, fucking how long. Because the shoes are dropped. They've dropped. All of that Xbox reset shit is now a real thing, which we knew it would be.
And
boy,
still critically in progress.
In progress. And boy, my flippant 1,000 that I set on the couch at Giant Bomb at Night at SGF, gross underestimate.
Yeah.
Gross underestimate. As part of 4,800 total cuts at Microsoft, there have been 1,600 immediate layoffs from Xbox, with about 350 leaving from the 4 divested studios, which brings us to about 1,950. And over the next 12 months, there will be up to about 1,250 more, for a total of 3,200 plus. Now, people are constantly kind of getting this wrong. And I think that is the best math that we have available to us at the VGB's podcast.
It's been my pet peeve of the week, which is
just
why our document reads the way it does. But it is pretty plainly laid out, even in fucking Asha Sharma's memo is like, here's what the numbers are. And people like 3,200 people got laid off at Xbox Day. And I'm like, that's not what happened.
Yeah.
No,
it's
not.
That's an important thing to get right.
It's an important thing to get right, because it is that the actuality of it is worse, is because more people at Microsoft have been let go in total, and then more people will still at one point be let go at Xbox. So it is just an ongoing terrible thing. Okay. Do we have anything to say about that before we get into the specifics?
No.
Okay. All right. Maybe the thing that has pissed me off the most. Not that any of this stuff is really... All of it's bad. Okay?
There's layers to being pissed off.
There is layers to being pissed off. the thing that my Dallas, Texas beating heart has been brutalized over is the fact that id Software has lost half their staff. Most of them are CWA union members, and it's basically all of their coders.
Well, what do they know?
Niki, I know you're doing a bit, but I'm going to answer your question sincerely.
Yeah.
What do they know? They know 40 fucking years of actual, like, fucking institutional knowledge about how to build engines. That's what they know.
Yeah. But
and a lot of those coders have been there for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And now it's just gone. It's just gone. What they've done to id Software is crazy to me. It has made me feel maybe the most crazy out of everything, which is really saying something, because this has maybe been one of the worst, 10-day stretches in our industry's history.
The thing that's so also like nakedly stupid about this is that, like, okay, if your goal is to cut off the bullshit stuff that you think people don't want to play or like, right? I understand being like, Double Fine, see you later. Compulsion, see you later.
Sure.
Ninja Theory, see you later.
See ya.
And then you trim off, quote unquote, trim off the fat at Zenimax and Bethesda Game Studios and Obsidian.
Yes.
It does seem like now you kind of need a video game, I would say, in about 24 months. Right?
Yeah, feels like it.
Like, it's somewhere between 18 and 24 months from now, it seems like you might need a big video game. Seems like
who's making it?
It just kind of seems like you could make a Quake, perhaps.
Sure.
With the id team, because your Halo games may be never coming out, and you can reliably say, well, the id Software folks can make me a Quake in 2 years if I ask them to make a Quake. Why? Like,
none of it makes sense. We'll go through this, and maybe we can talk about the broader idea here. But id Software has been decimated. They are apparently now going to be a satellite studio. This is a little bit loosier-goosier reporting, but a satellite studio that has been kind of asked to look at Unreal as maybe the engine that they're going to be using going forward.
Just a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have they, does id have an engine?
They do.
Does it work?
They do! And it's really good. And it's really
okay,
stable.
it worked. And,
and it's good even.
Yeah, it's good?
And it's good. And part of the stated purpose of these layoffs was to reduce vendor costs, and we're gonna get an outside.
Well, the thing about Unreal's famously very cheap. You don't even have to pay
It's
Epic.
free to start.
It's free. Yeah, when you download
Free to start.
Unreal for free. Yeah. So I don't know what do you mean? You have to pay. And like a lot of stuff on the store is free.
I have this image of Asha Sharma waving Matt Booty into her office, going like, "It looks like Unreal's free to start. Should we just do that? We should just do that.
Let's just do that.
Let's just do that.
It's free.
That feels
the
right.
dumbest shit in the whole world. It's so fucking stupid. Like, it's the dumbest shit in the whole world.
It's really bad. That part's really bad. By the way, Obsidian has also lost 60 to 70 staff. The sequel to Avowed has apparently been canceled, which is one of the best games.
Nobody
in the
liked
past
it.
Couple years.
Famously.
Nobody liked it.
Not a single soul liked that video game.
It's not like Obsidian did literally everything you asked them to do, which is make bite-sized games at a clip that no other one of their satellite studios was doing, and most of their stuff was so critically acclaimed. Even if it didn't hit for me personally, it did pretty well otherwise.
I fucking loved Avowed.
Avowed was fucking amazing.
Video game. It's a really good video game.
I hate to say it because we're in the No Games from Genocide zone. But Avowed was one of the best games that I've played in the past few years, and now that sequel's done. And only now, according to a report, are they hitting the fucking Fallout button, which they could have done when they had a full staff of people.
Well,
and now
John,
it's too late for it to matter to me. And it's
Statistically,
like,
it only
takes
takes 20 people and 18 months to make Fallout New Vegas. So that's why they waited till now.
That's
Because
why they
as
waited.
Niki said, they need a game within the next 2 years. So it'll be Fallout New Vegas 2. A definitely real thing, real game that they have really announced, and not just to try to kind of claw something back.
Yeah. I just am like, do you need an area designer or two area designers or a gameplay engineer or a narrative designer or a systems designer or a technical animator or a VFX artist or two art directors or a character artist or a producer or a senior gameplay engineer or a senior producer? Like, do you need any of that stuff to make a Fallout?
No, you need a hope and a dream, a wing and a prayer, and about 3 people.
Yeah, I don't think so. Only 30
need
people made
any-
Expedition 33.
I'll count them. Go to the credits and count them,
Go
folks.
look at the credits and count. It's only 30. It's
Yeah.
the shortest credits of any video game ever.
Shortest credits.
And you don't need like 2D concept artists or character artists.
No.
No, you don't need them.
Well,
The only concept I need is Chad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well,
That's all you need.
it seems like it'll be good then.
Yeah, they'll be fine. That's the funny thing is it's like as decimated as Obsidian was, they are comparatively spared compared to everybody else.
Yeah, and I think
which
it
is an insane
because-
number because they made $3 trillion with Grounded, as we said before.
Yeah.
It's crazy that 25% is like they got off easy compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that are gone.
Yeah, 25% is devastating, but compared to everything else, yeah, it's not as they didn't get it as bad. But yes, according to reports, they are now kind of internally looking at them as the studio that's going to pick up Fallout, which is again something that
it's right on time.
They could have hit that button years ago, because this is a franchise, frankly, that has, I think, captured the broader zeitgeist and yet has not invested a fucking modicum into actually making a video game to correspond with any of that penetration. Which actually, can I make a real quick detour real quick and just go back to a previous point that has absolutely nothing to do with Xbox? Crazy that they haven't made a 3D Mario game, huh?
This fucking guy.
It's
2 movies, 2 films, and they've not come out with a 3D fucking Mario.
Neither of them are good, and
I am aware of that.
And
the Fallout
I think
show's not
they
good
know
either.
that. That's different.
They'll get the new 3D Mario when they catch up. They're still only on Galaxy.
Yeah. So they've got a couple.
So it'll
games.
be a few
after
few more.
1 to 2 more movies. Then the next game will come
Got
out.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We can go back to Fallout. I'm sorry.
Well, I do want to touch on the Mario thing. To me it is different because the movies are so far away from the games. Like they are so far away that it feels like they are detached from needing to be in any sort of marketing.
Yeah,
like they do not need to, you know.
This is coming from someone who's seen these movies 4, 5, 6 times. Yeah, you would know. You would know.
They're so detached. I don't think that anybody is like. There is nobody leaves either of the Mario movies and goes, God, I wish I could play a Mario game.
Mario.
If only there was a Mario game I could. There are so many of them. You were playing them before you took your kid to come here. Fallout is different because it's an explicitly an adult audience. The games are explicitly with an adult audience, and they also have not been fed in very many moons. And the last one, people kind of were on average about. If the last thing that Nintendo has to point you at is Super Mario Odyssey, you could do pretty worse. You could do way worse than that.
Yeah. Isn't it weird that they've got a full-ass Fallout game out called Fallout 76, and no one actually counts it as one of those?
Yeah,
it's like
It's a
actively
spin-off.
getting
It's different.
It's actively getting updates constantly, and it's got all the vibes, it's got all the shit.
No, but
no one gives a shit about it. It's very funny to me.
The thing that is the most buck wild about this, and maybe this is Phil's parting gift to the company, is he was like, yeah, make a second Outer Worlds.
Yeah, right, yeah.
He was like, make another one of them.
What the world needs now is that a world's two.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the other part?
It's the only thing that we will avoid firing a billion people.
No, he lost it.
I lost it.
That's really because it's like they could have just made a Fallout in that time.
Of course they could have.
They could have made a new Vegas in that time, or they could have been halfway to full Fallout.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pick your poison, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Tough. At least
So
nobody else
Obsidian.
got fired. Oh.
Yeah, no. Zenimax lost about 379 employees that we know of. So that includes 213 employees at Elder Scrolls Online, Zenimax Online Studio.
Well,
New season of that drops in days, or just dropped. One of those two things.
Yeah, as we get ready to launch Season 1 this week, we wanted to reaffirm that our commitment to the Elder Scrolls Online. Our team's immediate focus is launching Season 1, which we're all excited for you to jump in. I love that our focus is not on, like, the fact that we lost a billion people on our team. But no, it's just like, we are focused on Season 1. Don't worry about it. Yeah. The roadmaps we previously shared will be shifting. Okay. We're going to take the time to evaluate the work in front of us and then lock down and update the schedule. So, yeah, of course. Like, all this shit is getting shifted around.
I am on ElderScrollsOnline.com.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can y'all go to the webpage for me?
The ElderScrollsOnline.com?
No, just ElderScrollsOnline.com.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Make your way to the bottom of this, what is maybe one of the ugliest websites I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's not a good website. Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Holy smokes.
Do y'all see y'all see three Twitch streams at the bottom? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Avrin Doodles, Ninja Monkey, and Zynode.
For sure.
Who shows up
so
me. Yeah.
One of them's playing the video game Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah, the other two aren't, huh?
The other two are not. One of them's playing Words on Stream, and the other one's playing Diablo, or maybe Pillars of I don't know. It's a click 'em. Is what this man is playing.
It looks like either WoW. It looks like WoW, maybe.
But do you know why?
Oh no, he is playing the Elder Scrolls Online. So only one of them is not playing the game.
It looks like the interface is different to me.
I clicked on the video game on the stream and it says Tesso.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the one playing Words is probably briefly AFK or in queue for something. But either way, they all have drops on, which is how you get featured and stuff like this by being a partner streamer. Then you get drops so people can get skins, and then you just make sure your stream's up a lot so that people can idle and get the drops.
Isn't it wild? Isn't it wild that they made Skyrim and they decided that the font from Skyrim in the menus was just going to be kind of what
the brand
all
font.
Their shit looks like?
Yeah, it's tough, ain't it?
It doesn't make sense to me.
This game's ugly.
It is ugly.
It's an MMO.
Yeah, I just don't think any MMO looks good.
There's no MMO that looks good. Final Fantasy 14 might be the worst of them. I've said it before.
It is absolutely the worst of them.
It's just so ugly.
Anyway, this sucks because this is an easy money machine. You should probably just keep it on. It seems if your desire is to make money, I would probably continue to staff my online teams at the very least, because that's just a money machine.
It's just a money machine.
If it was losing money, they would turn it off, but it clearly isn't. So, what the heck? What the heck?
What the heck? What happened? You know, 350 more people have left with the sold at Ninja Theory and Undead Labs. We don't know the buyer for that yet as of this recording.
No, that's crazy.
Or even if it's the same person or company.
Right. Could be different companies, but yeah, we don't know the buyers for those two companies.
Why not?
Which would almost imply to me that is not a done deal yet.
It's not done, right?
That's not a done deal.
Because usually you would be like, they've got it. Because if you're the other people,
to instill some sort of confidence and at least maybe even soften the blow. If you're Asha Sharma and you're like, I can get a win here, which is we've sold off these 2 assets to this other company, unless it's Sony, which you may not want to announce on day one.
Okay,
then
but
this
the
would
news
imply to
has
me
to
that's
come
not
out.
done. The
And
news
if
has to come out.
I'm
I agree with you.
And then
I'm
if I'm Sony,
right,
I absolutely am trying to be like, no, we're announcing this shit because we just had the disc stuff.
We just had the disc stuff. We need a win.
So you like, and it's like, okay, sure, we're dropping the bad disc news. Also, we're picking up the scraps, or the things identified as scraps from our quote unquote closest competitor.
Yes.
So if I'm them, I'm pushing for. Yeah, we are in preliminary negotiations to hand these off to Sony Interactive Entertainment, which does put pressure on PlayStation, but like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we don't know the buyers for those. Double Fine and Compulsion have gone independent. Compulsion, them as an indie seems precarious, but Tim
they
Schafer
laid a
is
bunch
an indie.
of people off, and
they had to, and then they went independent.
Yes.
Tim Schafer probably has more access to money because of just institutional whatever, and also clearly having dirt on people.
We don't know
allegedly.
That. I think
allegedly.
he just has, I think
allegedly.
He might just have a lot of money.
Allegedly. He just has a lot of contacts. And then Arcane is actually in consultation because they're over in the.
They have rights.
And they have rights, and they have to actually go through this. Arcane in consultation means they want to close Arcane in Lyon.
Yeah.
And
yes,
and
they're deciding whether to sell or close.
Yes.
They just have an extra step before they can even get to that part.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fairly consistent with what we had heard last week. Double Fine and Compulsion did take full control of their IP, which is interesting.
Wow,
and
how generous.
Not generous, the bare minimum, but also surprising, unfortunately.
Is it? Like, but okay, but like...
It would cost Xbox more money to negotiate to keep Psychonauts than to just let them have it.
Right, and that's where
I'm
at. Like,
that.
There's no world
but
where
first, I see where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, I get you. But I'm also like, they're not going to... Like, why would they? The idea of even waiting 5 years and then being like, we've given Psychonauts to Playground, everyone would be like, well, I'm not buying that video game. See,
they didn't even care about the rare IP that they have anymore.
No, exactly. Like, they're not gonna... That wouldn't happen. It feels like it's like, yeah, you kind of have to give them the thing.
There's no reason not to. Also, as part of this, we talked about it last week, IOI having some layoffs as part of their Xbox's divestment from Project Fantasy. We now know that it is basically shuttering their Istanbul studio in Turkey. Ooh, someone just corrected us. Nope.
Isn't it Turkey?
Turkey. Someone corrected us on the YouTube channel. It's Turkey. Okay.
Okay.
All right. They're in Turkey. This was only opened in 2023. So it is a fairly new studio. It's been around for 3 years and some change, and they're closing as a result of that divestment. What are they doing?
I ran a poll.
Okay.
Which was only obviously taken by complete industry.
Lunatics? Oh, okay.
No, industry insiders, intelligent people. Bill Gates took it. Steve Jobs took the poll.
Oh, okay.
So like I put my feelers out. Huge. Walt Mossberg, remember him? I got him to do it.
No, I don't. But yeah.
You don't remember Walt Mossberg? He's of your era.
Did he cook the meth?
No, he didn't.
In Hollow Knight, maybe.
Stupid.
Walt Mossberg used to be like, he was like the first consumer electronics journalist.
Got it.
He worked for the Wall Street Journal. He had like a personal technology column for many moons.
I'm not sure I believe this, but I'm sure.
Okay. I ran a poll on Blue Sky. So it's not real data or science at all because some of the people gave me fucking joke responses, which come on. including Chappie's dad and Soulja Boy. Someone also said that Tony Khan was going to purchase it.
That's
and
crazy. Okay.
someone said Gary's Towing and Repair LLC in Saginaw, Michigan was going to purchase it. So it's not perfect science, okay?
Yeah, seems like some shuckle fucks kind of took your poll.
Yeah, but I did give these options. I said Amazon, Apple, the PIF, Saudi Arabia, Elon, Nvidia, AMD, Meta, Microsoft keeps it, or other, which is how we got those very funny replies. Would you like to take a guess as to what everybody thought? There were 250 respondents.
I think Amazon most likely, and then Elon is actually somewhere close to the top.
Okay. That's what I also thought was going to be the case. But
I also
actually,
did forget the other answers.
That's
already.
fine. It's okay. It's not real science, Lotus. Don't forget. This is just a podcast segment. I'm trying to I'm doing like a kind of funny giant bomb kind of a thing, you know. PIF says it's 94 people, so 35% of the people who took it. And then Elon is at 17%, and then the next closest is Jeff Bezos' website, 42.
I think Amazon is exponentially more likely to pick this up than
Did you also for PIF? Did you write Saudi Arabia in the thing? I was gonna say there's no way that many people knew what that was without being told.
That's why I had to. Yeah.
I think Saudi Arabia is it makes sense why people would think it, and it's certainly, I would say, with what they actually have under their umbrella, a better investment than a lot of what they have invested in. But I don't think they know what to do with it. I think Jeff will make a stronger offer for it than Saudi Arabia would.
Yeah. Well,
what do you think?
I don't know. If you use our promo code VGBs on Kalshi, you get $15 in the prediction market, and you too can make your voice heard on who's gonna buy Xbox.
We should get into insider trading.
Who's gonna buy Xbox Kalshi?
Who's gonna buy Xbox Kalshi? If we create a prediction, do we get a cut of the...
That's what I'm trying to figure out literally right now. The only Xbox thing on Kalshi is... This is like... How is this real?
What, Kalshi?
Yeah, because it says...
Haven't you seen the TikToks where a guy's like, I made money on the weather. Go to Kalshi.com.
No, for sure.
Sure.
If I put in $1 right now on will there be a new Xbox this year, yes or no, I will get 12 cents. Because it's a yes or no question, and will there be a new Xbox? No. But it's a free 12 cents?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You just get 12 cents, yeah.
Where does the money come from?
I don't know. Why are you worried about that? This is just Kalshi. It's what they do, you know? It's like, you know...
Sorry.
Like, you know,
I just hadn't
Why would you ever worry about where the money comes from in gambling?
Yeah, why would you worry about that? You know, the house always wins, and you're the house. That's how it works.
Love Fallout New Vegas.
I love
Fallout New Vegas.
I love Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just hadn't actually ever looked at the website before.
Oh, for Kalshi? Yeah.
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 Unfortunately, I've learned a fair amount.
Go to Kalshi.com/VGBs to die instantly.
Yeah, it's not actually a code, but your computer will kill you instantly.
It will kill you, yeah.
Unfortunately, watching television and borts, I have, by osmosis, absorbed a fair amount of information about gambling.
Do you think
which is probably good.
Which is good. Which is what you want.
Do you think we could make prop bets on games so much that eventually Kalshi sends us a video of Jeff Keighley going like, "Hey guys, what's up? Jeff Keighley here. Just want to say, wish you a happy birthday, VGBs. Hope y'all are doing well. Because if y'all didn't know, what was that, DraftKings that did that or
DraftKings
something?
with
Yeah,
Bryce
DraftKings
Harper.
sent Bryce Harper to a guy who had bet and lost $1.5 million to basically be like, "Chin up, buddy. Happy birthday. Hope you bet more."
Yeah. Did you
Essentially,
not see this, Lotus?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
it's
okay.
fucking crazy. But
Wow.
I think
It
we
doesn't
could.
surprise me. I think sports is a really pathetic gambling cult
It's
right now. So
bad.
it's
It's
I
bad.
mean, even stuff that's like, you know, Apple is a shadow of its former self, but it
Hmm.
does still retain some of its aesthetics and pizzazz.
Sure.
Yeah.
But if you are forced to watch a Major League Baseball on Apple Television because that's where
Hmm.
your favorite team's game is, they do display betting odds 24/7, updating in
Yeah.
real time in the
Hmm.
corner.
Yeah.
Uh, so yeah, it just
That's
surprised me. I
MLB.
thought you were gonna go for more of like a hostage situation kind of thing. I think if we
Mm,
were able to drive enough subscribers to Kalshi, they should send Jeff Keighley hostage video to us.
That would be great.
that would be
That'd be
cool.
great.
That'd be great. I
I
would
Even
pay
if it
typed
was
that.
just like a
in
cameo, you know?
I typed in video game into Polymarket, and if I bet, I'm closing it. What's the next thing?
Hang on, let me download Cookie Run Kingdom again and we'll do some real gambling.
Okay.
I probably have polls.
Yeah.
The UVWCWA, which is a union,
God bless you.
created a hardship fund for laid off developers recently. By the way, this has been in the making for a little while, but this is game devs in the United States and Canada. They will actually be able to request up to $5,000 through the fund, which is wild. And there are two kind of bands to apply for: one up to 1,000, and one ranging from 1,000 to 5. And also the CWA, if you recall, filed an amicus brief with the FTC during the antitrust lawsuit against Microsoft over the acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, explicitly in support of Microsoft and the merger. So
I'll never
just a
let it
note,
go.
just a note, just a note. The fund
Because
is
it's
good.
great. So
The
many
fund
more
is good.
people are unionized now because
Yes.
Microsoft and ABK merged Raven
Yes.
Software, their QA.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, and that's great
Yep.
because of that neutrality agreement that they are actively complaining about because, shocker, Microsoft was dragging their feet on letting people
Mm-hmm.
unionize.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
Actually, all of the stuff that has happened in the last like 2 years in
Yeah.
video
You're good.
games,
You're good.
I actually fucking love it.
You're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Name like your top five favorite things about that.
Probably like maybe like the first Microsoft layoff was pretty good.
Mm.
And then there was like the other Microsoft layoff that was good. And then they
Where
made a
does this one kind of
Madden.
compare, do you think?
Maybe not as good as the first one because the first one no one saw coming,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but
Mm-hmm.
everyone knew this one was coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what makes it cool.
Okay.
Less
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we done?
No, we're not. There will be a four-city protest on July 15th. So when you're listening to this, just a very short time from now. And that is, why didn't I, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Why didn't I open it? Let me open the right fucking article.
They
Good
also have
Lord.
not given out a tremendous amount of information. The other thing that's true about the hardship fund is that at some point, someone is going to make an itch.io bundle that people can buy, and
Yes.
that will support the hardship fund. But that's the only way. They don't take donations. So the only other way is to become a union member and pay your dues.
Yeah.
Why? Wait, but why would?
Nikki, this is the CWA, which is so like you hate to criticize a union. It's such a
But
dire time.
yeah.
However,
And you should organize, and you should know how much you get compensated and share that with other people. You should know how much they get compensated at every level, and you should know your rights. You should know what would happen if you were to get fired or laid off. The United States is a very weak union country out of countries that do have unions. on account of the Battle of Blair Mountain in 1920
Yeah.
and every boomerang that has happened after that. And then Mr. President, the second boomerang after the civil rights movement in the 1960s. And even accounting for that, the CWA is a really weak and ineffective union. They do some stuff, but like becoming unionized with them is like the first baby step to getting anything done at all. And their video game side of things is not good, especially.
Yeah. Are there
So
only like
shout outs.
5 good unions in this country?
Are there only 5 good unions in this country?
With weight to throw around that people have to listen to. Auto Workers Union, United Auto Workers.
Okay.
The Teachers Union.
Okay. Yes. Go on.
SEIU, which is like a cross. It's a cross professional union.
Mm-hmm.
Norses.
Nurses?
Yeah, nurses.
Oh, nurses.
Union.
Sure.
Question mark. Maybe
Question mark.
For nurse
Is
union.
I can never tell if SAG-AFTRA what they're about.
Oh yeah, and then those two,
Probably
SAG-AFTRA
them.
and
The Teamsters.
The Teamsters. That's it. I think that's the 5.
Yeah. Well, because also the CWA's thing is largely seems to be going from a kind of emaciated AT&T telecoms union to scooping up other people to get associated with them. Yeah. So like they're very large and they probably could do something, but they don't. And some of that is the law and some of that is just them not seeming to have the ability and foresight combination to get something done before they get laid off.
Yeah. It does feel all very reactionary instead of proactive.
Yeah.
Which is
and some of that
the opposite of how it should work.
Some of that is a PR thing because objectively, I do know that they have done negotiations. Like I know that Zenimax's QA employees get paid better than they used to, which may not actually be a virtue now that I'm saying it out loud. But like when I think of like what does the CWA do, I'm like, well, they tweet after people get laid off. And they kind of echo union sentiment of like, we're going to band together and that's why you need to unionize because we go to the table to fight for you. And they get some things after that.
Yeah.
And again, this isn't to say that you shouldn't unionize, but the CWA is like, I don't know. Your basement's flooded and they give you rain boots. And it's like, well, that's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing. The one BGS banner under which Bethesda Game Studios have unionized are going to hold a Save Our Devs March on July 15th. The cities where this will be happening are in the offices of Zenimax Studios or near the offices of Rockville, Austin, Dallas, and Montreal. We'll see if that happens or is still, I think, scant information or just saying they're going to be in those cities.
When is it?
July 15th.
A couple days away, huh?
No, but when?
July 15th, Lotus. There are 24 hours in a day. It could be within any of that.
It could be any of them.
Like,
so I should start driving now.
I don't understand what you're acting like there isn't some sort of, like, they've narrowed it down for you to 24 hours on July 15th. So from midnight, July 15th to 11:59 on July 15th, they're going to be holding these studios in Rockville, Austin, Dallas, and Montreal. Do not ask me when the protests are and what you can bring, okay?
Yeah.
There's no information.
Yeah, where in
well,
those
it's the offices,
major...
so just look it up. Say. Rockville, Bethesda.
Okay.
Dallas, Bethesda. Or Zenimax. You don't know, do you?
Zenimax,
you don't know. You gotta kind of look it up, and go, is it Bethesda or is it Zenimax? I just don't know. Yes. One BGS says that union members have to show Xbox management, quote, that we mean business and stand in solidarity to ensure the company is forced to think twice before ever attempting something like this again.
Well, I mean, okay.
I think they thought a few times is the like.
Yeah,
this is kind of what I mean. This is what I mean when I say that the CW.
It is so important to unionize. It is
so important to unionize.
So important to unionize.
It's
but
also so important that if you do unionize, that you plan things ahead of time. Because this is what I mean when I say that it just feels like the CWA tweets is like these are just, you could say this at any time.
No, it's CWA going, oh no, don't. That's it. That's what it feels like. Don't.
It's the CWA going, wait, and that's it.
Hold on a second.
And I understand it, and I'm sure these individual people are passionate and they have only so much time and so many hours in the day. But like, I just don't know how this union in this state, and also kind of considering the way that games workers are presently, gets anything done. Because I've read the reports. Okay, I've read the surveys out of the Game Developers Conference about how so many more people are ready to unionize, and especially younger generations are extremely pro unionization and bibbity bobbity boo. And I remember going to GDC. I think this must have been 2025, I guess. No, thank you.
A million miles off screen.
Thank you. No, I know. 2025, and the CW was doing like a push. I can't quite remember, but I want to say that UVW was like technically not a thing yet, or had just become a thing. They announced like open enrollment basically at GDC.
Sure.
And I remember one of my coworkers who, by my business acumen in my brain, I know exactly how much money they made. And I remember them remarking to me like, oh, I saw what the union fee is though. And like, it's so expensive. And things don't feel expensive if you know that you'll get a lot out of them.
Out of it, sure.
And I think that that's the question that a lot of games people are asking themselves, especially because we know that a union can't stop you from getting laid off.
Right.
They can help you in the before, during, and after, but they're not going to stop you from getting laid off. And pretty much everybody, I think, especially people with fucking Microsoft, are very aware that like they have maximum 5 years unless they get into a managerial position with the company. So like, what's the point in foregoing? If you took the higher deal, the higher dues, let's say foregoing $7,500 a year for 5 years, to maybe get $5,000 once if you get laid off.
Right.
Like that, there's more math to it than that of like getting your compensation increased.
Yes.
But there is not a good PR case for joining a union as an American game developer right now.
No. Yeah. And it's very clear for other unions why you would want to join. Like people are dying left and right, metaphorically, to get their SAG cards. Like you want your SAG card. It is a legitimizing thing.
It's an important
thing that enables you to continue to do the work in the medium that you have trained, practiced, honed, perfected, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You want that union membership. And like you said, Lotus, it's not the same.
No.
And I also think it's just like, it's an inbuilt, like, games is not Hollywood is a union town, right? Like it's like, you know, like it's a union industry. There's an industry built on the back of unions. Games is so libertarian in its existence that regardless of how lefty the current cadre of folks in the industry are, institutionally it still has those roots, and you still are fighting the aim for legitimacy by adoring people who grew up in a more conservative anti-union state of mind does continue to color the way that you try to swim through it now. So you're fighting it on kind of both sides.
Yeah, and even when we talk about like the games are art kind of conversation that we keep pretending to have, is like games never had a chance to be art at all.
Right.
Because games existed period, but especially like became an industry when late stage capitalism had already like fully become established, as opposed
Fully.
to
Right.
movies or books or
Mm-hmm.
the fucking news or something, which
Mm-hmm.
it's always been capitalism, but speaking to the United States anyways,
Yeah.
but had a foothold before then.
Yeah.
Games not so much.
Yeah. There's also like the other let's see if I can get this thought out in a condensed manner. There is a direct mirror to this thought. I've been thinking a lot about like the conversations that we are having around video games and
Yeah.
this explicit and obvious crash that is happening, and the elimination of talent and the removal of institutional knowledge and the destruction of institutional knowledge, a lot in concert with the United States men's national team losing at the World Cup this year. And the game had the most people in the United States ever. It's the most anyone's ever watched a soccer game in the U.S. was this game against Belgium.
Yeah.
And it is a bunch of people knocking on the door of like, hey, it seems like everywhere else has this shit figured out. It seems like every other country that is smaller than us, that has on paper, in your mind, et cetera, has less resources. We have some of the most people. We are an extremely sports intelligent nation. We should have all of the tools required to do this. But you look up and you say, okay, well, it's the World Cup, and now we're gonna play. I don't know, who the fuck is Belgium? Are they
Belgium.
good? I don't know. Whatever. We're America. This is the U.S.
America.
And then you watch the team absolutely get demolished, and then people go, oh, I guess that means that there's nothing to do here. When it's like, no, the reason why the U.S. continues to get into this position is because we lack the institutional ability to invest early, because soccer got popular in this country off of the back of late stage capitalism. Like, the only reason we have the league that we have in this country, MLS, is because FIFA was like, you cannot have the World Cup in 1994 if you do
Unless
not
you
have a
have
professional
MLS.
league. So the United States was like, okay, great. U.S. Soccer was like, okay, we'll make this fucking league. Not because we wanted to have
there was
soccer
demand.
in this country.
Right. Sure.
And for a very long time, there was not demand. The league almost died. The league was literally one fax away from dying at like 3 years into the experiment.
Yes.
It was born, it happened because of money.
Yeah.
And when you start it because you're doing money instead of play, which is what happened to games, to Lotus's point, it never had the opportunity to just be this beautiful thing that we already did, that we then so happened to stumble into being good at.
Right.
It was, we made this game, and then we made E.T., and we said, okay, well, we can make, there's video game also, so we can make a bajillion copy of E.T. video game, because everyone loved E.T., kill the medium. Come back, we make Mario. We got to make TV show out of Mario. We got to make movie out of Mario. We got to do XYZ out of Mario. And I was like, yeah, no, you lose the ability to do those things when it is born out of a desire for money and the capitalistic machine. They're incompatible things.
Yeah, is it? I might be wrong, but I think it's Finland that was like kind of shit at the Winter Olympics for a long time, and everyone was like, "Well, how is that?" When they're
it's cold.
like they're all the way up there in the snow.
Yeah. They're snow people. Yeah.
There's snow people up there, and it is like they had a I'm gonna fudge this, but that's fine. There was a concerted government and also cultural effort that dovetailed together to mean that there was a cultural value placed on kids getting outside and doing sports. And they are a snowy country, so it was snow sports, which are stereotypically like expensive, but if you have government subsidies going to those programs, they're suddenly not that expensive.
Right.
And now they have like an assload of gold medals and are very good at the Winter Olympics.
Yep.
It's almost as if universal basic income now would maybe solve some issues. That's all I'm saying.
It's Norway.
Norway, pardon.
Norway.
It's all the same, ain't it?
Wrong cross-shaped flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the other one.
It's the other one.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like I struggled to watch that game with other people, and I swear we can move on. Struggled to watch that game with other people because I did not have the verbiage to be like, the United States is not good at we're not good at soccer for the reasons we are not good at soccer for the reasons you think. We're not good at soccer for completely different reasons that are like way more political than I think you understand sports to be. And I think games is the same way. Like people are like, why is the audience so accepting and ready to mentally be like, I'm so sad that Sony is killing discs. And also, they will not translate that thought into, well, maybe I shouldn't buy Grand Theft Auto 6 because it's not coming out on a disc.
Right.
No, so sometimes though with that, I do think they're different groups of people. Which, like, this is kind of something I was trying to talk about when I brought up Elden Ring last week. But similar to sports, we're out of people to take the money from. So now Major League Baseball pretends that they like women and have liked women the whole time. Because then women who have money that Major League Baseball doesn't have will start showing up to the games. Elden Ring, it needed patches for sure, but you could put the disc into the PlayStation and play the game and it would work. And Elden Ring broke containment so fucking crazy, despite being the kind of game that it is, that it brought new people in. And I think Grand Theft Auto is that game. Just to throw out a completely imaginary number, I'm sure half of the people that buy Grand Theft Auto 6 have no fucking idea that PlayStation has decided to discontinue CD sales.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to open the box and be like, oh, I guess I
Whoa,
typed this in.
I guess, yeah.
They're going to briefly complain about how hard it is to type something in with a controller.
Yeah.
And then they're going to forget about it.
Because it is critically going to be the first time they've turned on a PlayStation 5 because they bought it at Costco that day when they purchased.
Right. Or they only play Fortnite, so maybe they'll be very familiar with punching codes into the PlayStation, actually, and it won't even be a problem for them. They won't even think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to people about at work who are not super plugged into games, but yeah, I mean, it was kind of like we were talking about last week. Like, I just don't think the average person is going to notice or care about stuff like this. I really don't. I think a lot of our an analytical lens as like a peer group sometimes just like goes through the filter of our own circle and not just kind of like, you know, the other 99% of people on earth that like really don't give a shit about this. So like it is, ooh, did you hit your elbow? What happened?
My knee does this cool thing where I can feel my patellar tendon or whatever one of my CLs in my cruciate ligaments in my knees. I can feel them twist on each other sometimes.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure
and
that's good.
If I move too quick, I'm obviously afraid that I'll
snap it.
Tom Brady my fucking knee.
Yeah.
So that was sorry.
Oh, you're good.
That was Niki's ACL minute.
Yeah.
ACL minute with Niki. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we're just trying to, you know, answer the most complicated question of all time, which is how do you get people to care?
Yeah.
That's all.
It's just that.
That's the question the CWA needs to answer, first of all.
I mean,
that's the question that we need to answer at times.
I do think a really interesting thing is happening this week where College Football 27 just came out. And in the Road to Glory mode, yes. The Road
this
to
week?
Glory... I think so, yeah.
Sorry, this is like not... I did not realize that video game came out this week.
Yeah, do you know why?
No.
In Road to Glory mode, you literally cannot get your player above 80 without paying more money to do it.
This explains the mostly negative on Steam that I'm seeing, which is a rare score to see.
So this is a hot tip, and I'm not going to say who it is because he doesn't listen to the show, and I'm not trying to cross the streams. Hot tip from one of my coworkers who's more plugged into this than I am, who is on the 1 week ahead of time preview mode of this thing, going, dude, I saw him yesterday. He goes, dude. I was like, what's up? He's like, EA hasn't tweeted about NCAA college football 27 in 2 days. They were tweeting like 3 times a day for like the past 2 months. They're not tweeting about shit because everyone's so pissed about this. And I did look into it, and a lot of people are really mad. So
Yeah.
there is a thing happening where I think these big publishers and Microsoft and Sony and all these, they are testing the limits.
Yeah.
They are hard testing the limits of what they can get away with, and I think they can get away with a lot, but I don't know if they can get away with everything.
Microtransactions are one of the things that somehow even
It has unified us.
not just that it's unified us, but even someone who's pretty like not games literate knows microtransactions bad.
Bad, yeah.
And even like the strangest thing about it is I think the more casual person has a much wider view of what a
Yes.
microtransaction is in a way that I enjoy, even though it's technically not correct. Like if a game releases at anything but free, well,
Yeah.
I'll say anything below or anything above $9.99 and they have a supporter pack, that's a microtransaction and people will give you shit about it.
That is a microtransaction, yeah.
And I can't say that they're wrong, and I would like them to continue being angry
Sure. Yeah,
on the
sure.
average. Give
Yeah.
give EA Sports TM College Football 27 a 22% positive rating on Steam.
Yeah.
Get it
Do
lower. Whatever.
Get it lower. Get it
You
lower.
can.
Get it
Also,
lower.
it's AI generated content apparently. Did they add this just now?
Maybe.
I would assume that like the college build your own college logos in the video game are
They are probably
AI
Yeah.
generated.
It has a
logos.
few things. It looks like some of the voice stuff is. Dynasty
Like the
and
grunts
RPG
and
modes,
stuff?
storyline content in a hub screen, design implementation and tuning, line break, commentary, scripting support, trophy room support, creating more realistic play calls made by CPU teams. That sounds like CPU.
That just sounds like Reddit. Right? That's not AI.
Well,
but
like that's
okay.
that's the thing is that like that's and again that's a purposeful obfuscation by these big publishers to go, well,
Yes.
this is all Gen AI. It's like, well, no, good dog, this was,
And it makes everybody else
is
more
different.
confused too. I felt so
Yes.
bad. There was some random, I don't even remember what it was, a random free game I was looking at on itch. And on itch, you can have this no AI generated content used thing that a lot of people will solve for just to, they'll browse everything as long as it's not that. And this poor person was like, apropos of nothing, they write their little forum post. Oh yeah, I took off the no AI generated content thing because I use Google Translate for some stuff. And I'm like, yeah, like, I was like, it is a large language model. They probably use Gen AI in it, especially now, to some extent.
But also,
But no one's talking about that. Even if it's technically correct, I know that no one's talking about that, and no one cares if you say, how do I say, like if you just punch in something and you go, oh, I guess that's how it works, and you put it in your game.
Yes.
But that is like the other stage of the deliberate obfuscation of what is AI and what is not. We already talked about the whole Sony thing where they're definitely using AI, which people are still reporting 100%. On despite not reading it or knowing what any of it means, which drives me crazy. Yeah, hate that. That's all I have to say. That wasn't a complete sentence. I just hate that.
No, I hate it. One of my favorite footnotes from this week also is, I don't know if y'all caught this, but the Federal Reserve announced a group of task forces. Five task forces for communications, balance sheet, policy, data, productivity and jobs, and inflation frameworks. Mark Andreessen and Charles Jones are both part of the productivity and jobs task force.
They're really good at jobs.
Really good at jobs. And, the third one on that chair is Asha Sharma, Executive Vice President and CEO of Xbox, part of his Microsoft.
Know how to make them, know how to take them.
Exactly. Knows everything about a job. Knows how to use the whole animal.
Yeah.
Knows how to use the whole animal. Another footnote, we've been kind of saying it as part of kind of their own really craven press releases and things like that. Their use of the word reset during this whole thing is just really disgusting.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. There's just nothing else to really say about that, but I do think it's really disgusting.
Someone who's not me could probably do a whole thing about how that is a maybe not deliberate, maybe ChatGPT servile personality informed thing of girl bossifying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because reset is right now such a specific these damn cars, such a specific like clean girl living, 75 soft, 75 hard, daily reset, journal reset. We don't say juice cleanse anymore. That's bad for you. We just don't eat instead.
We just don't
That's
eat
back.
instead. Yeah.
And I'm like, hearing someone say reset as if that it is a colloquialism to call it that, but I'm like, there's a flavor here
Yeah. And
that I'm
it
like
is,
squinting at.
it's explicitly the she is on the record as being a natalist, like body, like birth rates person. Like the others, she came from fucking, what was it, Instacart before? Which if you are running the computer through which people obtain food, you have insane ideas on how people eat and consume things, especially
ideas.
considering you make your money by obfuscating how much Apple costs.
Yes.
Relative to grocery store
surge pricing on Apple.
Yes, on Apple.
Yeah.
Because some people cannot go to grocery store.
Yes.
So like like I that's a really good point, Lotus. Like I do think there is that flavor of
What I'm
like
trying to say is
body
that
essentialism is kind
Asha
of what
Sharma
it feels like.
definitely has a journal ecosystem.
Absolutely, she does.
She definitely has a Hobonichi.
She wishes that Microsoft made Notion, but knows that
That's
knows
next.
that they don't.
That's
have
why.
anything
That's
yet.
why we're shaving
That's
off
next.
Xbox so we can get the money to get
Yeah.
Notion. Sell Xbox to Apple.
When she
pick
came
up
on,
Notion.
they were like, "Oh yeah, we own Obsidian." She's like, "Obsidian? We can
Oh,
use that.
fuck yeah!
Well, we get all of our journaling and stuff." No, not that Obsidian. Asha, no. It's like, oh, all right.
She makes a washi tape manufacturer. She definitely bricks her phone though. I bet you she does.
Yeah.
Oh my
She has
God.
the thing.
She has the brick.
She has the brick. Yeah.
I bet.
I wish I had a brick. So like, Asha, do you have a brick?
Hey,
Asha,
can I?
Asha,
Can I borrow the brick?
Can I borrow the brick, or you can just buy me one?
I have one magnetized in my fridge right now. Never used it. I did.
Really?
Buy one,
Can I
but
have
never
it?
used Yeah, I'll probably. I can send it to you. Sure.
Okay, thanks. I do want it.
All right.
It would fix me actually.
Yeah, probably.
It would kind of reset me at the end of the day.
Reset me a little bit.
Home.
Yeah, it would be reset me a little bit, and I just these goddamn seed oils. But
the seed oils.
These fucking seed oils are just kind of doing my head in.
Ooh, what do they say? Not unbalanced. Is it disrupt your hormones? Just broadly.
Hormones.
They don't say which ones, but seed oils they disrupt your hormones.
No, but you got to change them because then Lotus, I know you see the T-Town Nugenics advertisements on the baseball also. You don't, so you kind of reacted like you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it could.
Which part of that was confusing? Was it the Nugenics or the T-Town?
So the thing is that the Texas Rangers have their own ad network.
They do have.
And when I watch the Red Sox, it's not a broadcast. So I may be missing those ones.
Sure. So on Dodger Local, we have.
That's the name of it.
And honestly.
Dodger Local.
Dodger Local. Or honestly, if you watch ESPN in the morning, like if you're watching the Get Up First Take, what's that man's name? Pat McAfee block.
Yeah.
You'll get a bunch of them. But it's like the company that makes the supplements is called Nugenics.
Yes.
And then they have a product
maybe I
called
have seen this.
Total T or something. There's like a handful of them. And then in some of the commercials there exists a T-town, some sort of testosterone town where retired football players help limp, flaccid men like do household tasks. What's up, brother? Oh,
That's
John,
just
you
me,
raising
limp
your hand
flaccid.
as
They're
if
helping me.
you got to go to
Yeah.
T-Town, bud.
I gotta go T-Town.
You
Yeah.
can go to your local GNC, pick up a bottle of Total Tea.
Rip off my compression socks. So let's get to work. Yeah.
Never been a better time for the video
Yeah.
game industry.
Yeah. Well, you know who never eats seed oils? It's Niki Abdul-Jabbar, star
true.
player of the Parisian basketball
Paris
team. Yeah.
basketball team football
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, we're going to talk about video games. I think you've been playing NBA 2K26.
Yeah, 26. I'm doing honestly it just feels like every 4 years I get into every 3 or 4 years I buy a 2K.
Yeah, we made that Ninja Turtle man. That was about 5 years ago,
Duke
4 or 5 years ago. Was that his name?
Duke
McDonald's?
McDonald's?
I think it's Duke McDindles. I thought.
McDindles. Yeah.
I think it was Duke McDindles.
May he rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. Ninja Turtle man, yeah.
And so yeah, it was time for me to buy another one. I started out and I didn't want it. As soon as I bought it, I talked about this the other week on the program, but I bought the game and immediately was like, I shouldn't have done that. And now I'm on the other side. It was worth the $20 at least. I laughed so hard playing that video game yesterday. Had a blast, so worth it. It nothing new, honestly, in it. Yeah. They've cut out a lot of the horse shit. And
what does that
I need
mean?
To be so clear. I need to be so
not
clear. Not
microtransaction horse shit. They've not cut that out.
But like yesterday we ran around this city. I only play the single player of these games because it could be the coolest RPG known to man. There's a world wherein the like Road to Glory mode in college football and the like the 2K My Player mode and the Madden story mode could be some of the most interesting RPGs on the market, but they aren't. Right. Because they are microtransaction factories. But I like playing those modes. If you are unfamiliar with the My Player mode in the video game NBA 2K, it's a story mode where you usually start as a high schooler with the goal of making it to the NBA, and then there are things that happen to you in your career. They have been as expensive as having Spike Lee direct them, as he did in 2016. Right. And then as very clearly no one directed them as NBA 2026. No. Inside of the thing, you have this avatar, you have your My Player, and there's a Second Life-esque component where there's a city called The City, where you go, and that's where you have online interactions, the ratings of which may vary according to the ESRB. And that's where you do all the cool basketball stuff, like stand in front of an iPad and gamble, where you get almost run over by like 15 to 35 go-karts. It's where
tank. Also, I
saw
a
or an
yesterday.
APC tank, or you walk through a portal to get to the Gatorade gym.
Yes,
and the portal looks exactly like a painting in Super Mario 64. Yeah,
thank you.
And it's where you go to a place called The Track, and get on a mini bike, and you are your basketball player who is 6'9" or whatever the fuck, and you get on the mini bike, and then you drive around the shittiest go-kart track you've ever seen, and it feels fucking terrible. It's maybe the worst feeling vehicle you've ever interacted with in a video game. And then you leave that, and then you go to the Nike store. You hang out at the Nike store, and then you have to pay $15 real for a t-shirt. And that currency is the same currency that you use to make your basketball player better at putting the basketball in the hole, because it's the equal.
So it's great. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking good, ain't it? Because you make your guy really tall. Fun. You make your guy really tall, and then you can just kind of like there used to be a thing where, and I think this is like the only thing maybe that the 2K games have mirrored basketball with. You used to make a center in 2K16, 2K like 2K12 to 2K, let's say 18. Yeah. You used to make a center, and they were like, this man cannot shoot the basketball outside of the paint. He does not have the ability to do anything if he is not underneath the basket. Right. Now, you can, because Victor Wembanyama exists and because Nikola Jokic exists, you can make a guy as tall as you fucking want, and he can put the ball in from wherever on the court. It doesn't matter. It just completely doesn't matter. I will say the defense in this game doesn't really work. So like when you're
Many such cases for a simulation
yeah,
game.
it's so crazy because when you're controlling your my player, it just
stop.
the AI.
Stop it. I watched Niki be so incredibly bad at playing defense for 2 hours last night. Would not do anything fundamentally right. Lotus, there is a button on the controller called the L2 button that will essentially just attach yourself to the defender you're on. And Niki just refused to do it, runs around free running, will just turn the opposite direction that the ball is heading, will not put themselves in between the player and the basket, will not put themselves anywhere in a position that they could actually do anything to it. I mean, it is just remarkable how bad Niki was.
It just doesn't
on
work.
Defense.
It doesn't work. You go to press the buttons and stop them from because it's like the triangle button is like the block button and it doesn't fucking work. Like you press the button when they shoot it and then it just doesn't block
work.
the ball.
Well, it doesn't work in real basketball either. I've seen how big the numbers
so it's like
get.
I just think that the defense in the game
It's
is
accurate.
broken.
When you're on the bench and your opponent is under the basket, when you hit the block button, it's not going to work. It
doesn't work.
Yeah, when you're in the stands basically and you jump up and hit block. It's not gonna help the guy. That's
How else do they get all the way to like 90 points, 100 points?
Exactly.
No blocking.
No blocking.
So it's that part of the game I do wish they will improve for NBA 2K27. That I think would be pretty good because again the defense just doesn't work, but the offensive side of the ball still feels really good, except for when it doesn't because they've decided that you're for a 3 or 4 minute stretch, the timing's just different. It's different. It's just different, ain't it?
Yeah.
And for no reason.
Did you turn off hardware acceleration?
Ooh, no, I went through the settings and I turned off. For some reason, in their infinite wisdom, the button to do dribble moves and shoot the stick is the same. So by default, when you go to like do a crossover, sometimes you just shoot the ball instead if you don't turn that off. So I did go in and thanks to whoever, I think it was maybe Meltdown in chat.
Yeah, I think it was Meltdown. Yeah,
turn that off and that helped me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm continuing to play that. The story mode is probably like 10 or 15 hours long. They're never super duper long. But in this one, you start out as a high schooler in Vermont. Then no one comes to scout any of your games, which makes you sad. Then you're a TikToker and you make it's kind of like it. I think they think that you are Jared McCain, but it doesn't really work. Because you're a very soft boy. Like, it's the softest a voice actor has ever done a performance in one of these games, which I do think is really interesting. And you're a TikToker, and then a scout sees your TikToks, invites you to Los Angeles to play, like, club league over the summer. And then you go to a party that your teammate hosts, and then you miss practice. And then instead of the team being like, well, you're a high schooler, it doesn't fucking matter. The coach tells everyone, including the media, that you missed the game because you were suspended.
Yeah.
Which means that no one wants to draft you, or no college wants you, so you have to go to Europe to play in France. So now I'm in France, and that's where we are in the story. Okay, thank you.
The coach, by the way, of the French team talks about. Just uses analogies of different hip hop artists. Goes, you gotta play as fast as Busta Rhymes raps.
Yep,
that was a line.
And it's just like,
okay,
yeah,
white guy, by the way.
Yeah, obviously,
white, like kind of George Costanza looking guy.
Yeah, he looks like he's from a different year.
Looks like he's from '83. Yeah.
Yeah,
the game explicitly puts you in 2024 to get you ready for the 2026 NBA season, which I think is interesting.
Yes.
Which is interesting. So those games are big. These sports games are so big. Each mode could probably kind of suffice
its own
kind of it's its own skew, right? So I never do anything but play my NBA, which is essentially the franchise mode. And because that is true, I never interact with any sort of microtransaction elements. So whenever people are like, "Oh my god, microtransactions are killing this game," I'm like, "Huh?" Because I just
Yeah.
never play any of that stuff.
Right.
Um, Lotus, I didn't play shit this week, so
Nope.
Cool.
just haven't had time. Didn't have time. Nikki, we're gonna let you go very soon. Do you want to stick around for a couple of Hive questions?
Yeg.
VGBs.com/join is where you can go and join the Hive, folks. Join the Hive. Please support us. It's the only way to monetarily support us. It's a wonderful way to spend your money. VGBs.com/join. You can join our Discord for free by going to VGBs.com/Discord. But if you have joined the Hive, you will have a section open to you called the Hive section, and you will be able to ask us questions just like these people here. My Hero Zero is following up from a question last week, which we asked for more clarification about. Following up for songs Riding on the Train, the vibes are Subway, Choo Choo, and Being Accused of Murder by Hercule Poirot.
Got it.
Okay.
Which Subway?
Stop.
So come back
Sandwiches.
next
Stop.
week when
Stop.
you've kind of
Stop.
specified
New
I
York.
stand-
New
Subway.
York. New York.
I stand by my answer, Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, and I always will.
Still
But I'll
really
try
good.
to get a couple others in my head. Being accused of murder.
Being Accused of Murder is a really good one.
Yeah, let me open up. Let me open
I
my
kind of am
playlist.
like,
Let me open my shit.
Escapade. Janet Jackson is my
That's a really good one.
perhaps my I'm
That's a
on the
really
Subway
good one. That's a really good one.
vote.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what song I would want to be accused of murder to. That's such a good question.
Yeah, that's what's really important.
Maybe Death and Romance by Magdalena Bay would be kind of fun.
All right, you've been
good.
addicted to that song lately.
Yeah, I like
It's
that
a good song.
That's a good track.
Oh, Pray You Catch Me by Beyonce. I could get accused of murder to that.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Or Sorry, but the original demo version, which I do prefer, and I stand by that.
Yeah.
Usher Confessions.
Okay. Okay.
And then if I'm on a Choo Choo, it's the score for Polar Express.
Okay. Sure. Okay. I think I'm satisfied. How about you, My
Ooh.
Hero Zero?
Kalela's new album is out.
Yes, it is.
Just came out. I didn't realize. I thought it was tomorrow.
Vince Staples.
Arcadian. Oh, go ahead.
Vince
No,
Staples
Vince
has a
Staples.
show on Apple Music now called 5 on Fridays or some shit like that. And it's very funny. The log line for the show is Vince Staples picks 5 songs he likes, but the show was an hour long. So obviously there's more than 5 songs in it. So that he kind of this I think is the first week of the show because I hadn't seen it prior to this. And at one point he's like, it's really good. But at one point he's like, well, we've played enough black people, so I guess we got to play some white people. So I guess we'll play Green Day. And then he plays like a new Green Day song. And then he's like, I'm mad at them because they didn't ask me to audition for their movie, which comes out on August 18th. I won't be mad at you forever, but I am still kind of pissed. Then he plays this Green Day song. And then he's like, speaking of white people who make music, here's U2. Do you remember U2? They've made a lot of music since they were putting music on red iPods and iPads.
It's good. Good reference.
And then he said, because in an effort to destroy AIDS in Africa. Last time I checked, we still have AIDS, but U2 is still here. And then he played the U2 song. It's
so
fucking awesome.
Funny. So
He also played the new Kalela song. So anyway, that was my story. Thank you so much. That's how I knew the album came out today.
That's really good. Harkavian is asking 3 games media questions that we can answer, I think, pretty quickly. Is it standard
I was gonna say
practice?
pretty quickly.
I
Sorry.
think so. Is it
Sorry.
standard practice to pay guests
Nope.
to appear on
No.
podcasts, or are those folks essentially volunteer? It's not standard practice usually. No,
It's
just-
volunteering the same way pundits go on the news, whether they are whoever or university professors specialized in subject. They just
Yeah,
ask you ahead of time if you will call in.
yeah. Have subjects ever asked for payment in exchange for an interview, or is the coverage of whatever they're working on usually good enough? Well, the coverage, at least here, doesn't matter, or anywhere I've been doesn't matter because it's not really good for them. I think I've been asked once.
Even
We
when
may
I was
have-
at Giant
we may
Bomb,
have
nobody asked for money.
We may have obliged them, but it is not normal for that to happen. Do structured corporate outlets like GameSpot, IGN do piece rates for content their employees produce, or is it usually just part of the greater salary package? It's just part of the salary package.
Yeah.
There may be bonuses connected to output or
Views.
performance, but
Yeah.
it's usually you're just baked in. Nikki?
I don't know. I don't have
No,
anything else.
I'm just telling you.
Oh,
I
it's
hope
time
you
for me to leave?
I hope you enjoy your day.
Oh, I can do one more.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
You're not going to want to do one more.
Give me one more.
Blackjack attack. I swear to God, we've been asked this question before, but we're going to answer it again.
We've been asked something similar.
I think we've been asked this question before, Lotus. But that's okay. I'm willing to answer it again. How do you make the perfect grilled cheese sandwich?
We've talked. Next one. We did this already.
Oh, it was Macabread who asked the question I was talking about. Really got that No Bummers episode in under the gun, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, we knew that we had to do it.
We knew.
basically
Yeah, we
right
knew
away.
It was coming. We fucking knew.
Right away or
absolutely
not
fucking
for
knew.
9 months.
We
It's,
absolutely
folks,
knew.
it's 2 pieces of white bread. Butter pat on the inside of both sheets, pieces of bread. Butter down on the top and on the pan. You take 2 pieces of Kraft American cheese. You put one of them in the center of the piece of bread. You then, with your hands, tear the second piece of cheese, closing the gaps in the bread on the bread. You put the other bread on top. Then you put it on the skillet. You then use the burger press or flat griddle spatula that you do have, that you own, because they're not expensive and it makes your life easier, and you press it down. And then you wait until it's melted, and then you know how to cook bread, and then you flip it, and then you eat it.
Check the tape, folks. I think Nikki said bread a couple more times than needed, so I think there are actually 3 or 4 pieces of bread on this sandwich. but check the
Big
tape.
Mac.
Check the tape. I feel like Nikki said bread like 1 or 2 extra times.
Make it,
no,
make
you
it a
put-
Scooby Doo
Make
grilled
it-
cheese.
Make
put-
it a
yeah,
fucking
you put-
Scooby Doo.
It's 4 pieces of bread on each
Scooby-Doo.
side, 1 piece of cheese interspersed, spread up between each of the pieces of bread.
Yeah. All right. Okay. We have time for one more, maybe. For Nikki. Lotus and I will stick around for a second.
I'm going to a basketball game.
Yeah.
We don't have too many more in general, so.
Subway Canada is introducing the Sub Dog. What are you going through the Subway line and putting on your Sub Dog, everyone? I mean, my
sweet
my
onion
genuine answer
probably goes crazy.
is I'm breaking up with whoever took me to Subway, and then
If I were to go to the trouble of getting all the way to Canada, I would start my fast.
yeah, I'd probably put Nikki, you said the sweet onion. I might put the sweet onion sauce on there. That might not be bad.
I mean, it's like the devastating part is that Subway doesn't have ketchup.
Yeah.
Do you think they would in Canada, though? Apparently, they really like ketchup up there. They have ketchup Lays.
Does
Because the pictures of the dogs, some
They
appear
do
to have
look like
ketchup.
on it.
okay? So then,
Oh,
it
fully
might go
customizable
crazy.
toppings from crisp lettuce and tomatoes to classic ketchup and mustard.
Fuck
There you
yeah!
go.
See, like that kind of goes. That's probably goes crazy.
Yeah, I'll eat a
Did you just
dog
say that
with ketchup.
probably goes crazy?
It's a
sub
hot dog.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna smell like a Subway, though, huh?
Also, are you on the press release
Yes.
page?
Yes.
Click on the image on the right and tell me how
Which
many
one?
times they churned that through. Not the first one, the second one. How many times they churned that fucker
boy.
through?
The thing is,
Oh,
it looks
boy.
It looks like it doesn't even look like an image generator. It looks like a picture that they put through an old AI upscaler, like the
Yeah.
Yeah,
ones that
like a really
hallucinate
old one.
shapes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Wow, that is crazy. This
They
is one
bit
of
crushed
the
my dog.
worst AI. This is one of the worst AI generated images I've ever seen. Holy
Okay, I
shit.
gotta go.
Okay,
Goodbye,
Fare thee well.
gamers.
Nikki.
Bye
We'll see
bye.
you later. Bye.
I love on the wrapping paper for the sub dog. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's got this like kind of newspaper, like Sunday
Yeah.
funnies. Well, I guess not Sunday because it's only
Yes.
two colors look to it, and they are trying to depict the time honored tradition of super fans counting a starting pitcher's strikes, which is
Mm-hmm.
done by a giant K. And I love the strategically placed backwards K in the middle.
Me too.
Yeah,
What's up,
because
Nikki?
otherwise it would be
It
racist.
would say
When
KKK.
I left
Uh-huh.
and then I went to the uploads page, it said error. So I'm gonna stay in here.
Why don't you just go to the uploads page? Well, okay. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave you. We'll leave you there.
That was the audio. That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Thanks, Nikki. Yeah, no, yeah, otherwise it would just say KKK. That's true.
Every time I have that brief, like, oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh my God. Oh wait. Yeah. All right. The era of games done quick is over. A new adverb yearns to take its place. What are you proposing for the new games done blank? Asks Dull Focus.
We'll just rename Let's Plays and call them Games Done Regular.
Games done regular. I do like that. Games done regular. I think
Love a Let's Play.
games done bad, just someone who's really bad at it, the long play takes like
Sure.
40 times longer than it should because they just like keep no edits. They just keep dying and dying and dying and dying and banging their heads against
Sometimes
the
that
wall.
happens at GDQ and I have to turn it off.
I know.
And it's
I
not that it's
know.
easy, but I can't
No,
watch
it's
it.
not. There was someone I saw recently that was like, "All right, one more try. All right, one more try. Okay, one more time. All right, one more time. All right, this is it." I was like, "Oh."
It's tough. It's tough. It's tough.
I so empathize, but I'm also like, "Oh, it's hard to watch." Jason asking, "You're all prepared to be an indie games podcast when no one can make anything else?"
What am I, chop liver to you?
I was about to say Lotus is fucking ready. Lotus is
with
basically trying
with my
to do
my one anime game thrown in once a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Lotus has got us covered. If we ever have to pivot, this is now a Lotus-centered podcast.
Oh, wait, no.
What?
I got a code for something today, and I imagine
Okay.
you also got a code for it.
Oh, is it a multiplayer?
Because we
game?
would be playing together.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just remembered.
Nikki and I exchanged texts about this morning.
Okay,
so
yeah. I meant to
we're
text y'all,
all-
but I forgot. It's
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I'm sure we'll get in a gaggle.
We'll have to do that.
Because the thought that I was going to say was like, when I just start forcing you and Nikki at gunpoint to play whatever indie game I decree.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love that. Chihuahua Pug's asking Phil Salvador, who we just interviewed on the podcast this week and posted. It's called the VGB's Interview. It's a new interview series that we're doing alongside this show. And I'm actually trying for a little while to do one every single week. Now, is that good for my schedule or for my mental health?
No.
So far, no, actually.
No.
So it might be a 4, 5, 6 week experiment. I'm going to take a break. But so far, so
it's
good.
seasonal. It's seasonal.
It's seasonal. Let's call it seasonal. Phil Salvador is letting each of the VGB's hosts steal one item from the Video Game History Foundation as thanks for having him on. What are you taking?
I haven't watched it yet.
Well, just imagine
just kind of get
there.
A vibe, yeah.
Just imagine what's there. A lot of it is actually just much more academic. Like, he does make a distinction in that conversation, which feels obvious, but it's also like, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because when I think about a museum or an archive, I'm like, well, yeah, you just kind of take whatever, huh? But no, if they have a mass manufactured T-shirt from an event that like is pretty readily available and accessible,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily put that on,
They have a
in the
little glass
museum.
case at GDC usually, but I only
Mhm.
this might be a constraint of having to go and set up a thing at GDC, but I mostly remember them having like
Mhm.
magazines and boxes.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Maybe
They're a
some.
little more organized now, I think.
I just mean I assume it's
Oh, at
because they
the
had to just it was in the middle of the entrance hallway to the show floor. So
100%.
I
Yeah,
think they
yeah, yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Yeah, we'll just put the magazines in
Just put
here."
them there.
Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know, something like Scandalous. Oh,
Mm.
how about I don't know if they would have this, but hypothetically, that magazine where an Italian magazine that published that like Rule of Rose was like the most satanic evil game ever made.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
so that a news clipping of that might be
A news
fun.
clipping that would be fun. Um, I don't probably just some email from like an executive that like one of the thousands of emails they sent that's like, who is Sonic the Hedgehog? Like, I just want something like that,
Oh,
like
what's
a
the most mundane
CEO.
email
Right,
too?
what's the most mundane, like just like one line of like, have you heard of this Mario thing, or like whatever. I would just love that, and like to frame it or something, because I think that'd be really 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 fun. um Jason also asking, you can insert one thing of your choice to any museum you want. What are you adding into what museum? It's kind of an interesting question.
It's an interesting question. My certified Wokey answer is that Moctezuma's headdress would magically appear in the National Anthropological
Mm.
Museum in Mexico City
Yeah, I mean,
because
yeah,
it's in
those are.
Vienna, Austria for some
Mm-hmm.
reason. It
Mm-hmm.
would disintegrate apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff at the Louvre that I would probably put like, somewhere else.
Right.
Um, but something that's my choice in any museum I want. I mean, I would probably put Larry Crown's moped in the Smithsonian.
Put it in Meow Wolf so you can take it for a spin.
Lotus, if I get rich enough, I will probably try to make some sort of Larry Crown Meow Wolf thing happen.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mr. Warren, you've used most of your fortune to create this Meow Wolf Larry Crown experience, and Tom Hanks himself has said he will not be attending. Do you feel like this is an investment worth your time? Yes, I still do. I still do.
It's not about making money. It's about
It's
making art.
it's not about making money. Jerf asking, what are you looking forward to this weekend? Of course, when you're listening to this, it'll probably be mostly past the weekend, but that's all right. We can still talk about that.
July 11th and 12th.
Yes.
I was specifically planning to do nothing.
Yeah.
So doing nothing. So I'm looking forward to doing nothing.
I
Watch sport on TV.
I had a couple plans and they kind of disappeared, and I'm actually like kind of psyched about it. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I have not really set up my AO Thor yet.
Heyo.
AO. I'm not really set up the Thor yet, so I really want to do that. And aside from that, I think it's just chilling for the most part. So
Drink some juice.
yeah.
I have white grape juice. Did I talk about this last week? I've been really obsessed
No.
with the white grape juice in the fridge.
White grape juice. All
I
right.
love white grape juice.
Is it Welch's or just some other brand?
It is
Or...
El Rancho Supermercado's brand,
Ooh,
which is
yeah.
so funny because Spanish word. Their great value brand is called Best Choice.
That's amazing.
So it's saw a gallon on the shelf, 100% white grape juice. I said, "Oh my god, I could really go for white grape juice right now."
Yum.
And most of it's gone.
Delicious. Like Dylan asking, you've been accepted to the Star Fox team, but you must first become an anthropomorphic animal. What are you becoming?
I love the different flavors that the furry question comes in because it's usually genuinely not what people mean. I don't think that anybody in the VGB's community who is a furry would feel nervous about like saying such a thing.
Oh yeah, no.
But it's just funny because we've gotten Zootopia, which is like that's a slightly different thing because you can also be little and stuff like that.
Little. Mm-hmm.
Star Fox is also slightly
Yeah.
different. You have to look good in khakis.
Yeah, look good in khakis. Y'all have to be roughly the same size to fit in the cockpits of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have a little jacket.
Yeah. A raccoon
Oh, a raccoon.
for me. Yeah.
I might be some kind of bird. Like if there's a series
Ooh,
to
a
do it
bird's fun.
for Star Fox, it's good to be a bird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the fun thing about Falco is like he's kind of got a built-in like, oh, I'm okay. You know,
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Let me
Don't worry
just
about
take
it.
this jacket off.
I mean,
I'll be
if he's in space, maybe not, but it's like if he's if he's flying above Corneria or something, you'd be like, I could just fly around, huh?
right.
I'm fine.
I'll be a golden eagle like in
Mhm.
Animorphs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what any of the other birds are. Tobias is a red-tailed hawk. Rachel is a golden eagle. I don't remember what the other ones are.
Mm-hmm. 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 Blackjack also asking, does France have this, and this meaning the World Cup? I think so. I think France is probably the winner. Egypt probably should have won that game against Argentina if they had let that goal stand, that second goal stand. I don't see Argentina coming back from that. I feel like they cracked the door open a little bit with that reverse call. I think Argentina got exposed, even though Messi kind of took over that game late. Oh, hi, Niki.
Oh,
What's
hello.
up?
Hey, first time, long time.
Yeah.
Why did they? Why are necklaces so hard to put on?
Huge question.
Huge
Remember when I
question.
said I don't have any fine motor skills?
No, you do. You do. It's just that it's hard. It's not that
It
you
is
don't have
hard.
fine motor. It's just hard.
I can also say I've always been bad at it, which is why you'll never see me with a necklace on this program.
Yeah.
But I would always do it
I
the
did
other way. Nice.
Always
I
complain.
have I have
Always
I
complain.
have
All
I
you
have
gotta
been
do.
I have been asked to take off a necklace many a times as someone who has just been kind of a
It's the
fucking
opposite. That's
husband
the
for a
easy
while.
part, isn't it?
I disagree.
Taking it off?
It's
I
still
will
hard, but
sit
it's not
there.
harder.
I will sit there and just go.
Yeah, that's fair. John's pinching his
It also
fingers together.
really depends on the closure. I need us to get to the keychain closures that are kind of
Dog.
oblong.
That are
I'm
kind
so
of-
sick
yeah,
of these
I
little
know.
circles. I'm so
Me
sick
too.
of these little
The
circles.
little circles
I
are
can't get a
terrible.
grip.
They're
This one
awful.
is this one is oblong, but it's fucking tiny.
It's small. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I did it. All I had to do was
Okay.
complain. I knew it would work. Thanks. Bye.
Good luck.
All
Have
right, see ya.
fun.
Bye.
There's probably some
Um,
kind of hack, like with a zip tie or something to
Yeah,
wrangle
there
it.
probably is. That's true. Blackjack, I do think France has it because I do think they are the deepest team.
France is gonna win.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. France does have it. I think that. I think they're just too deep, too talented. I think Mbappe will score another few goals before the end of the tournament. So yeah, I think France has this. I am Hydrogen asking. Oh, really? Honestly. I think a really good question that if I let myself, I could probably spend like 10 or 15 minutes on, but I'm going to maybe try not to. Brat or hot dog? And I'm assuming brat because it also could be brat or hot dog. And I do love brats too. But brat or hot dog. Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably say a dog, but that's largely because I'm never craving a
Mhm.
brat, whereas I will crave a hot dog. A brat's
Yeah.
just like, oh, you know, like that little guy on the side of the breakfast platter for me.
Interesting. Okay. Because I think like bratwurst is the thing that you can riff on with the
Sure.
sausage more. Like you can put more things within the sausage. You can have the Minnesota State Fair just announced all their fun food. I don't know if you saw that, but there was there was an Asian inspired. It was a little bit of Thai, a little bit of Korea, but it's like it's a sausage dog mixed with like it was like ginger, a little bit of garlic, lemongrass, some other things, and it was like fried in a corn tempura batter with a side, and it was like, yeah, you can riff on a fucking brat. And a hot dog to me is like it's a fucking hot dog with
Yeah,
shit
it's a
on
hot
top
dog.
of it, and stuff on top of it. You can put stuff on a brat. I usually do like mustard, maybe onions on a brat, but it's like the sausage in the brat itself can be so different that it brings most of the flavor kind of excitement to the table. The reason this question is hard for me to answer, even though I've just waxed poetic on a brat, is that a hot dog's just really fucking good.
Fucking
It's
love
like,
a
it's
hot
just,
dog.
like, really
The thing is
fucking good.
too, ooh, I completely forgot. I don't think this is Massachusetts only. I think it's New England only. But I had
Yeah.
such a hard time finding them anywhere but Massachusetts. They have this dog brand called Pearls
Okay.
that are just so fucking good that whenever I'm anywhere else, even though I like hot dogs, sometimes I have that hot dog craving. I'm like, man, I wish this was a
Mm,
Pearl from the grill.
yeah.
And I don't have
Yeah.
such a brat in my life.
Yeah.
If you're in New
It's tough.
England, ship Pearls to the PO box.
Ship pearls to the PO box. Please do it. The other thing about a brat is like I feel like it necessitates a different kind of bun, which then gets to be a fussier food than a hot dog. So that's a hard question. I don't think I have a clear answer for you. The real answer is I would crush either one if you handed it to me. So yeah. Fonk asking, and I don't remember this, but remember the Tetris video years ago where the dude kept going bang? I don't. Sorry, Fonk. Better luck next time. Adam Juice asking, cat or crystal?
I had to look up pictures because I forgot. Um, Probably cat.
What
Even
are
though
we?
she's got those fucking garage doors, I feel like Crystal's just kind of over designed.
Oh, oh, cat or crystal? Hmm. Folks, if you don't know, these are. Man, there are some real images that
I'm
come
on
up.
mod. So my safe search is on moderate.
Mine is not. Mine is not. Cat is fully bent over on this one. Star Fox. Oh, it's cat for me. Pretty obviously for me. For me, it's cat. Crystal's a little boring for me.
I don't like her suit either.
I don't like her suit either. I'm with you there. Yeah, I think it's cat all the way. Good question though. Thanks for making me look that up. Now the internet, now my Google's like, we're learning about you.
Learning a
Um,
lot about you.
learning a lot. Jason asking Bev check. Listen, I'm boring. I just have a Minaragua, and we know
I
what
only
Lotus has
have
got.
two ridges left of my beverage.
Where did you get the watermelon agua fresca?
HEB.
Okay, delicious.
I also had different aguas frescas the next day from like a little Michoacana,
Yeah,
but you
yeah,
know, watermelon you keep in the house, but you go to the
yeah.
panaderia to get like the fun flavor.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Have you checked out any of GDQ? Asks Blackjack. If you have, what has been the highlight? The only one I honestly have not watched a lot of it. I watched a lot of it the first like 24 hours. I just had it on all the time in my office because I had workers in the house and I was working at home on Monday and I just had it on and it was actually really nice. And that day they did a race between Spyro 3 the original and Spyro 3 the remaster, just like running at the same time. And I really like that conceptually of running.
That's fun.
I like running the same game but remasters of the original against each other, and seeing the differences, the core differences. I do think that's really interesting. I thought that was kind of cool.
I haven't. I always think that I'll like GDQ and I go to watch it and then I
I
don't.
know. I know.
I watched the January one because I didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
I always want to watch it or I want to like it and I just go, oh, what a nice story, and then I turn it off.
Yeah, it's weird. I do like it and I watch it and I will even like go back and watch VODs of those things because like I think some of them are really cool. For me, the oh my god, trying to look up the Pal World Pals in preparation for our next question. And fandom.com is being just a real butt, just a real fucking butt. There we go. And for me, the thing with GDQ live is, and we've talked about this before. And again, I don't want to keep going through it, but I know we have like new listeners, so it might as well. Um, I love GDQ. GDQ stands for so many things that I think are great. It's super inclusive. They're super open about like supporting trans people, and they're like way into that. Out front, in front of the thing, they have an anti-ICE poster that said you can't come in here. There's debate about whether ICE agents can even read, so like, is that whatever? But it's like it's still a nice thing. They raise money for good causes, blah 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 blah. And a lot of their highs of that show, that entire week of streams, are like super high. The issue for me is that the lows usually involve a kind of performative a performative fandom and kind of like geek language that I'm like deeply allergic to.
It's very
I'm just
thinkgeek.com.
Yeah, I'm just really allergic to some parts of it. And I don't hate them, and I don't feel a malicious way toward them. Absorb I can't absorb it all the time. So that's my thing. On the flip side of that, I will turn it on before I go to bed, and I will like sleep like a baby if it's on at a low volume all night, because it's really nice to just hear people like talking all night through that stuff. So like, I love GDQ. I really love GDQ. I don't always watch it straight through, just because it does miss for me, and then it's hard to like go back to it. Like, I don't know when to go back to it and all that stuff. So it's just kind of a weird thing. Disco asks, what are your favorite Pal World pals? I have looked up the Pal World pals.
I hope you've chosen one because I've had mine.
Ooh, there are a couple. Oh,
Mine is Dig Toys because it's in Terraria and it digs for you and it makes a really fucking loud sound the whole time that makes me laugh.
that's good. I like that. Mine is Pin King, I think. He's a penguin with a beard and a hat. That's fun. I like that one. What about, there's one called Red Slime. That's fun. Snugloo? Snugloo is fun. Do you think that the Pokemon people they now have to go, it's crazy. They've got to go look at this now, huh? They have to go look at this chart now to make sure that they
No,
don't, you don't think so? They could just call it Snugloo? They could call a new guy
they don't
Snugloo
give
to
a
win the
shit.
honor? Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You're right.
Because allegedly, no one at Nintendo has ever looked at another video game or even heard of them, which is what allows them to just kind of go straight and like just never played another game,
Blinders,
never looked at
blinders,
another
blinders.
game. Yeah,
Hmm.
they just live in Nintendo company town hovels so that they only have original ideas.
Yeah. Demud is cool. They call him a perpetual procrastinator. That's a mood. So I like that. Some of these designs are fine. I mean, I guess it's not that hard to make a creature, some would say. What skill, Adam Juice asks, what skill would you wish to be instantly good at? Oh.
A skill, you say?
I mean, maybe because I'm trying to like limit the powers of this question, because I could say, oh well, the skill would be knowing every language immediately, which that feels more like a superpower than a skill. So I would say like maybe learning languages. I'd be really good at. I would like to be good at that. To be someone who could, at my best, really internalize and be able to speak a language pretty confidently within like 2 or 3 months or whatever. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Probably fix and do cool stuff too and maintain car. Any kind
That's a
of car.
that's a really good one. I had that on my kind of radar too. I mean, like I also
Right?
had, I also had cooking on my radar. Like I'm already like pretty
You're already
good at
decent at
it,
cooking though.
but it's
Yeah.
like if I was really good at cooking, that would be great. But it's like I kind of the car thing. I like. Yeah, it's a
Because
really
the
good
thing is
skill.
too, when
Yeah,
it comes to like, because the first thing I was thinking of is like drawing, but it's fun to learn to draw, and the process is so
sure.
enjoyable. I don't think the process of figuring out how to make the
How to
car work
make
is
car.
very enjoyable.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Yeah, I think that's probably right. I like that answer. Jason asking, when will the horrors end? I don't know, when there's no one left to let go of, I guess.
Never, dummy. You're supposed to persist. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. You just persist.
Just persist. Grace asking, I would not do this to anyone else, but Grace and I were buds.
You don't have to do this.
Grace, you and I are buds. Comment on each other's Instagram photos and stories. We're buds. You did write idea candle scent on this one.
I'm trying to read the candle that I have across the room, but I can't read it. It's blackberry and something.
Idea candle scent. But you meant, of course, ideal candle scent.
Do I have it in my search history?
It's a little bit of a cheat because like I don't really know why you would need this when you could actually fill your home with like the real version. But like a fall kind of spicy candle could really set me in like a good place if I smell that in my house. So
my ideal one would be jasmine that doesn't smell super soapy. Because I love the smell of jasmine, but whenever
it's super
it's
soapy,
like jasmine already has a slight soapiness to it, like real jasmine. That's fine. It's also, it kind of depends on the variety.
Yeah.
But then when you turn it to candle, it gets so soapy, and I'm like,
yeah.
So a good jasmine.
You don't want it to be too soapy. I agree. Candles can get really soapy. You don't want that. Okay, and finally, Lovic asking, you're locked in a room for the next 24 hours with one game. What game would you want it to be right now?
Right now, today.
Right now, today. My answer may horrify everyone here. I think it's Cyberpunk 2077. I think I'd like to.
As if people don't like it.
I think I'd like to run around in that world right now. I've put off kind of going back into it because I've got so many other things I want to play. But if I'm going into the rich fiction of like I'm being trapped in a room and I can pick one thing, yeah, I'd probably pick that because I kind of want to get back to it.
Yeah, I'm assuming, just based on how the question is phrased, no other entertainment or anything.
Yeah, probably not. Probably
not.
The only thing you can do.
If it's to survive the 24 hours,
yeah,
I think I'd probably do Mixolumia. I can zone out to that game for a very long time.
Yeah,
and just passively enjoy myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a tried and true for me would be like Super Mario Odyssey. Like I can, like at a drop of a hat, if you're like, oh, start a new fresh game over and just play it for a day, I'd be like, oh, okay, sure. Like if I don't have anything else to do, like that's easy for me. I like playing that game from start to finish, like a lot. But I think for me today, yeah, I'd like to dive into Cyberpunk a little bit. So Mixolumia, Cyberpunk, those are answers. Folks, we've answered, I think, all the questions. Jason asked this, although the answer is actually very easy and simple, so maybe that's why I skipped it. What games have you been hyped for a sequel only to have reviews of said sequel kill that enthusiasm? Hasn't ever happened. I never really look at reviews that way, to be honest. I will tell you this.
I'd have to go to when I saw reviews, or like, so, sometimes you're going to buy something and you go to the Steam and maybe the review's low and you go, how did that happen?
How did that happen? Yeah, that happens. Like,
I don't play too many sequels to things.
Yeah, right. Like, well, I just had the name of it on the tip of my fucking tongue.
No.
What's the name of the fucking witch fighting game? The
witch?
The witch. She's got guns in her boots. And
Bayonetta?
Yeah, Bayonetta. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, when you said fighting game, I was thinking...
know, fighting game's wrong.
I was like, is this a Toho or something?
No, I'm just having a 41-year-old person moment. But like when Bayonetta 3 came out and everyone was like, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I have those moments where I go, oh, I just expect something to be like universally beloved, and then it's not. I have those moments,
sure.
but I don't know if I have moments where I'm like, oh, beans, the game's not good. I'm not gonna play it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like maybe dubious or something, but unfortunately, mostly that happens once I have purchased and I'm playing the game, and I go,
Right. You're like, this is pretty
"Oh,
good. Yeah.
yeah, damn."
Oh, damn.
Well,
Too bad.
I can't think of one for just reviews. Not only because I don't really read reviews, but I think I'm even for games I like.
Yeah.
I think infamously on this program, I am meaner
Mm-hmm.
than even the positive reviews.
Yep. Yeah.
So I can't think of anything. There must
Yeah.
be something, but I'll remember it in a week.
Gotta be something. Yeah. We'll remember in a week. Okay, folks.
Oh, maybe Amnesia Machine for Pigs.
Oh, Machine for
That can go in
Pigs.
there because people
Okay.
really did not like it when it came out, and I agree with them.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. That's good. That's a good one. Folks, this has been fun. As much fun as talking about 3,200 layoffs or whatever can be. Lotus, do you have anything to plug? Of course, dialedindie.net is your website.
Dialedindie.net, and I will also have interviews coming out coincidentally. I wish that we had planned this, but oops.
Ooh.
I knew that if I told anyone, I wouldn't do it. But
That's God, Lotus. That's such a yeah.
if I knew if I
absolutely.
said a whisper publicly, I wouldn't do it. But yeah, I've
100%.
been interviewing game devs in a 2-ish hour podcast format over the last month.
Fun.
And we just talk about how they got into games and what they do, what is their day like, what are the things that inspire them. So if this comes out on Sunday or Monday, then in just a couple of days, you should have the first episode where I interview musician 2Mello.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Go is there a name for the podcast?
Dialed Indie. The
All right,
the original reason I had the name was to be a podcast, and then I got invited onto this thing called VGBs, and I was like,
You're
"Fuck!"
fuck.
Originally in
Man.
my head it was a bigger podcast, basically this,
Uh-huh.
but also an interview, and then I
Uh-huh.
was like, "Well,
Well,
I'll just do it for interviews then."
that's
Or
fair.
actually, because initially I didn't want to do interviews because I didn't think I would like it.
They're fun though, right?
They're fun though.
Yeah, I like it too. All right,
Yeah.
go listen to that. I'm really
You had a
excited.
great interview that you performed earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
It's-
if you could say anything,
No,
but
I can't.
your
I mean,
attitude was very funny.
No, no. Listen, we just did the interview of Phil Salvador. You can go listen to that right now. I'm trying to figure out when to release the next episode. It is in the can. It is with Joe is Hungry.
Like freshly in the can.
Freshly in the can, like like literally 10 seconds before we hopped on
Yes.
this call. I think I said this last time, but like he could have talked to me for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't stop. And I don't even mean that in like a rude way. Like
He's just chill.
He's still a chill but just very engaging, likes to talk about his process. And he likes to talk about himself, not really in like a super arrogant way, but just in a I think an understanding that the process of what we do is actually fascinating if you don't take yourself too seriously.
Yeah.
And so he's an interesting guy. So that will be up probably next week. I'd like to the Phil Salvador episode came out on Friday. I don't love that. I'd like it to be out maybe Wednesday, Thursday every week. But yeah, the Joe is Hungry episode will be up soon. And yeah, got more. So Lotus and I are just on the interview circuit. So that's just
For
really
now.
exciting.
I was
For
going to say,
now.
you said weekly, and in my head I said, damn, that's crazy.
Oh,
Because
man.
I told people straight up, I was like, I'm interviewing like 6 of you over the course of 10 days, and your episode's not going to come out for like 2 months.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's
Because
fair.
there's nothing on this earth I hate more than editing. And
Editing.
It'll happen when it happens.
100%. No, you're right. Yeah, looking forward to that though. All right, folks. You can go to vgbs.com/join. You can join the Hive. Join the Hive is the only way you can materially support us and the show that we run here, and also the only way I feel comfortable starting new shit as well. So please give us more money, and we can do more things with it. And yeah, until no more reviews, no new reviews. If you want to leave us a 5-star review, please go do that. It helps us out a ton. And we'll read them on the air, especially if they're nice. If they're not nice, we'll see how funny they are, and we may read them. If they're just mean, we won't read them. because we've gotten a few that were just mean and I haven't read them. But we did get a few that were really funny. But a 5-star review is the best way to go because you'll get read every single time. So, until next time, folks. Keep on buzzing.